Let's not waste it.
Yeah, we're listening.
Are we recording? No, we can't. No, we better not go in the real. Beers and Banter. We don't even know what episode it is these days, but we'll continue on. Just around the corner, we've got our junior soccer season, and we're really happy to come on board as major sponsors. So we've got Lockie and Ali. Thank you very much for coming in. You president, secretary, is that the roles?
Correct.
Yeah. So thanks for coming in, and obviously we thought we'd have a bit of a chat. Good plug for the soccer. Not that you probably need any more bodies down there with the amount of kids that seem to turn up there on a Saturday, but we thought it was a good opportunity to obviously get you guys in. So thanks for coming. So we always start by just asking a little bit about where you're from and what it was like growing up. So.
Righto. Well, who am I? I'm Lachlan May. We moved up here 6 years ago to this beautiful little country town of Gunnedah. If I thought I was going to be president of the Gunnedah soccer team 6 years after moving up here, I couldn't have told you that. No, we moved up from the northern beaches in Sydney, 400 metres off the sand at DY.
It's a natural fit to come to Gunnedah then?
It is, believe it or not. It was an easy decision, believe it or not. Lauren, my partner, she grew up in the Hunter Valley. I did some time in Mudgee growing up. We worked up here.
Areas?
Love the regional area.
Yeah.
We did some work up here in 2010, which made us love the town back then.
Yep.
So when the opportunity arose to come move up here, we took it by the horns. Loved it.
Nice one.
And haven't looked back.
Good stuff. And yourself, Ali? You're probably right, just name's Mike, we'll pick you up.
Have that, Lucky. So I'm Ali. We moved to Gunnedah 10 years ago this February, and we kind of said we were just coming for a year or two, and here we are, living our best life, and it's a really lovely town. We've made so many great friends.
It's a bit of a story of the town though, isn't it? Like you walk down the main street, obviously born and bred here, but I don't know, half the people now in Gunnedah, which is good, the amount of people moving to town for work, but being involved with the community is such a good thing as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's funny you bring up that, short term, like we had the same thing, we were coming back for a couple of years and then you end up just staying, so.
I don't know, it's a great place to raise a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask the next question, mate?
Yeah, so look, obviously we want to give a plug to junior soccer. So give us a rundown on what junior soccer is in Gunnedah.
Oh, Ali's looking towards me to answer this one. So, no, we've been a part of junior soccer in Gunnedah for a couple of years, not on the committee. Matt Davis was the ex-president of the committee and did a fantastic job with the likes of Helen Seigan and a few others.
Appreciate that.
So we had the opportunity to take a committee role this year when Matt and others were going to step down.
Yeah.
And one long weekend out the Australia Day weekend at the Keep It Dan, we caught up as a team. Yeah. We all decided, let's jump on board, keep it going for the kids.
It is, because it's quite a thankless job. Obviously, Matt's been there for a long time. And, it's an awesome thing that happens down there, but it doesn't happen without a lot of people behind the scenes. So it probably helps the last brigade to have a bit of rest for a while, no doubt. Too.
Oh, and like I said, they did a fantastic job. 10 years, it's a long tenure.
Yeah.
We've done 4 months and we're exhausted.
And you're a bit the same, Ali, you just sort of decided to jump on?
Oh, look, I had no intention of taking on the secretary role, if I'm completely honest. But the reason I said yes was that there was no one else, and I hate to see no soccer season go ahead.
Good.
My kids love soccer, and there's so many kids in town that love soccer, so I'm purely doing it for the kids. My secretary skills are terrible.
You'll be right.
But we're going to watch them grow over the season, and you might make a secretary for me,
Good stuff.
No, you just can't turn it down. 800 people every Saturday down at the soccer.
It's crazy, isn't it?
For winter. It can be 2 degrees, blowing roaring westerly, but it's still 800 people down there every Saturday.
And it's always about 5 degrees cooler than wherever it is in Gunnedah too. And if you can change that for us, that'd be cool.
We'll do our best.
How old are your kids at the moment? They're playing?
I've got 2 boys, a 6-year-old and a nearly 9-year-old. So I'll be their coach of their squad again this year. Nice. So I can't wait for that. But I get a real thrill out of being on the field with them. And
no, it's good.
And you, Ali?
So I've got 2 boys as well. One's 9 and the other one's 7.
Yes.
They both love their soccer.
They're absolute guns too. I can testament to that. I've seen them play.
And I get out of the coaching role. We dob my husband in for that. So thanks to Lockie for taking on for the team.
Well, we thought we'd throw in a few curly ones. Whether or not you've got an answer for these, we're putting you on the spot a bit, but we asked if you've got a favourite soccer player. And it can't be Matt Davis back in his United days.
That's not it can happen.
Well, I'll go first, Ali. For me, back in 2004, 2005 era, so I was a young teenage boy, John Terry from Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
So Pommy League over there. He was a star defender for me. I idolised him. I was a centre back. I still am a centre back when I play. So John Terry for me was
Bit of a And yourself, Ali?
Yeah, I'd have to go Mackenzie Arnold from the Matildas.
Okay.
And
Good
she
choice,
had the
yeah.
weight of the world on her shoulders,
Yeah.
and I was nervous enough on the couch, so let alone being her in the goals.
And like even with the junior soccer day, how good! That's why we were so happy to get on board. It's so inclusive. Like girls, boys, everyone gets down there, and it's massive. You know.
We've got a girls' competition that started with previous committees.
Yep.
So yeah, they have 6 teams in the girls' competition for 9 to 13-year-olds.
That's
so,
it. Yeah, no,
it's
we've
so
got
good
2
to
girls,
see.
and look out when Peggy's ready to play soccer. That will be a concern for the teams on the other side. You can ask.
All right, so I like to think about this. What's your favourite thing about junior soccer?
I just think seeing the smile on the kids' faces, honestly. I know, especially for my oldest boy, it's like his happy place being on that soccer field. So, yeah, it's such a great thing.
And for me, it's a Saturday morning. It's like the religious pilgrimage down there on Saturday morning.
100%, yeah.
We're down there early, 7 o'clock. There's still, a layer of dew on the field.
Yeah.
But seeing everyone turn up, the kids are excited. They're running a million mile an hour with their jackets still tied up, unzipping to jump on the field.
No screens inside.
No screens inside.
Yeah, definitely.
The sun might be out every now and then, which is good to warm us up. But that for me, the Saturday.
Bit of a ritual.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, we know you're not going to have much of this in the next sort of little while, but the question is what you guys get up to in your spare time. So, it might be another sport or podcasts or video or whatever. Video, no one watches video. Streaming, I should say.
Yeah, spare time, that's a rare commodity these days for everyone, I guess. No, for us, we if we're staying in town in Gunnedah for the weekend, we just hit the streets. We love walking.
Yep.
So Lauren and I and the boys and the dog will just walk the streets up Porcupine and whatnot.
Yep.
But if we're not in town, we hitch up the caravan. And
I was going to say, I remember having this conversation with you last year. You enjoy a bit of camping and that sort of thing.
We love it. Yep. So we bought a caravan to use, and if we don't use it once a month, we get upset. So that's
good on it. Yeah. And yourself, Al?
Yeah, we're much the same. We do a lot of caravanning.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out with the kids, do some camping.
Yeah.
Everyone's happier when you're out camping.
Nice one.
They sure are. No screens again, like you said.
Yeah, although sometimes they get pulled out camping all Maddie, do you want to...
All right, well, last one. Do you have any questions for us?
I had to think about this. I'm just going to go simple. Who's your favourite soccer player?
Oh, geez, I wasn't ready for that one.
You should know heaps, mate.
That's the problem.
You're going to put me on the spot.
I would have to... I loved Zidane back in, I think it was 2004 World Cup.
He's a
French
French
guy headbutted that guy.
Yes.
Great way to finish your career.
Yeah.
So, great player. So, yeah.
I didn't follow a lot of soccer growing up, but that golden era the Aussies had through that sort of period, Mark Viduka for me, he was a bit underrated.
Yeah.
Back to the goal, that sort of stuff up. So
Viduka, the Harry Kewell era.
It was a pretty good era,
good,
and he was probably, I reckon, a bit under the radar at times. Sometimes. So there you go. I've thought of one.
Yeah. Well,
Beyond him, don't ask me for another one. So.
Well, that's good, because if you ask the kids of today who their idols are in soccer, there's only a couple.
Oh, yeah. Messi.
Messi and Ronaldo.
What's that thing they all run around?
That's Ronaldo.
Wait till my young fella scores a goal this year. He said he'll run to the halfway line and do the big Ronaldo.
Otis hasn't got a goal yet in his soccer career, but he's practicing. He's practicing his
celebration
every day.
That's all that matters.
There you go. Right, we might wrap it up there. Thanks very much again for coming in, and all the best with this year. And thank you, I suppose, from the parents that aren't putting their hands up for the role you guys are doing, because it is appreciated. So,
it's not just Ali and I. There's a lot of
big
other
team
people.
behind it,
Massive team behind us, and it wouldn't happen without them. But we're excited. We can't wait for the season.
All right, thanks again.
Yeah, we can't thank you guys enough for being major sponsors.
Happy to.
Honestly,
it was a great opportunity. We're happy to.
A reminder: get registered. I guess.
We'll get this
close.
out before.
That's it.
Yeah, so 12th of April.
12th of April.
The early bird closes.
I've got plenty of time there to this.
No, you don't.
No, registrations will be accepted up the 19th of April.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just makes it so much easier when all the teams are in.
And what is kick-off day?
May the 4th.
May the 4th.
There's no
Star Wars thing.
No reference to Star Wars on Saturday.
Just happened to fall on that.
Yeah.
And while we are talking about, there's 33 sponsors this year that jumped on board, and
Yep.
4 major sponsors. So yourselves
Yep.
are one of the major, and
Yep.
we are so appreciative of that.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I think businesses in the community realise what's going on down there, and they really want to support it and
Well,
keep it
look
going.
at the numbers you get, and the thing is too, like whilst you'd love to support everything,
Yeah.
when there's so many kids involved in it, it's just a no-brainer to get behind it. You know.
Yeah.
And that's that's the response we're getting from
Yeah.
everyone. It's-
Yeah, it's great.
definitely.
Like 22 new sponsors that have never sponsored soccer before.
Wow,
Wow.
that's impressive.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Really
We've
good.
got some really awesome shirts that are going to be
Yeah.
running around the
Yep.
field.
Great stuff. And that's a credit to you guys as a committee to get that flow-on effect, because
Yep.
it is a big challenge getting sponsorship, and to have that support's awesome. So
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bright things in the future for the club. You might ask, what are we going to do in the future? I'm going to leave that
For
as a
another
surprise.
video.
Watch the space.
For another interview.
Right.
Yep.
yeah,
But there's some big things in the future for Gunnedah.
that's exciting.
Good stuff.
So thanks for having us.
All right,
worries, guys.
we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Thanks. Good on you. Cheers.
Yeah, no
Thanks,
worries.
Matt.
Thanks, Al.
Cheers.